Hi everyone. It's been a long time since I've made a video, and the reason for that is I have been spending most of my spare time working on this deck. It's a long and tedious process recaulking the deck. However, we have had some other things come along, such as Lee's brother Paul and his friend Mike came for a long weekend 2 weeks ago. We had a great time showing them around, and I'm glad to report that they enjoyed this area. My trip up north on the Tufesa bus for my dad's birthday went well, and at my sister's house, a bundle of packages awaited me. It was almost like unwrapping presents at Christmas, and my duffel bag going back to the boat was incredibly heavy. Since the last video, we have also weathered Tropical Storm Lydia, whose winds gusted up to 50 miles an hour throughout the night. It was an uneasy time up on the stands. The boat shuddered and thrummed as the rain and wind pelted her. 2 weeks later, it appeared Hurricane Norma had our area in her sights. However, she turned out to be a non-event. It's an uneasy time knowing there is a weather system spawning a new cyclone and wondering which way will it go. Lee has made a lot of progress, as you can see with this before and after shot of the wiring in the aft battery compartment. He redesigned the compartment to make it unlikely wires could be inadvertently shorted by the dropping of a tool, and he added fuses and circuit breakers as needed. To stay out of Lee's hair while he was working on the electrical, I did some much needed restitching of the forward awning and adding reinforcement material where the main awning had chafed over the boom. I used my heat knife to cut and seam stick tape to form an edge. Since I was sewing such a large patch, I found the seam stick was essential for positioning the material prior to sewing. Previously, I have always used Sunbrella, but since I was doing a repair, I tried the top-notch material from Sailrite. It is cheaper and seems to have similar properties to Sunbrella. I'm not sure how it will hold up in the sun. Time will tell. I added 2 patches to sandwich the chafed material. On windy afternoons, you can see how the patches have helped to lengthen the life of the awning. Perhaps it will last another season or 2. The side shade cloths were also in need of repair, and again, using the top-notch material, patches were made and all our shade cloths are in good repair now. As we live on the boat, we keep discovering items that need maintenance. We are learning that it's just the way life will be. For example, the galley sink macerator started blowing fuses. Lee checked the amperage draw and found the longer it ran, the more amperage it drew. The problem was solved when he took the macerator apart and replaced the impeller. While the old impeller didn't appear to be worn, we theorize that because it had sat for so long disused, one side of it was compressed, and it was probably sticking with each revolution. For now, the sinks drain just fine. But I'm starting to have a problem with one of the burners on the stove. Last July, fellow cruisers Diane and Tony on Dolce recommended the safe H2O UV water filtration system. They had learned about it from other cruisers and had been using the system for several months. We bought our own safe H2O and filled our tanks using local water from the hose on August 5th. We also had a large particle filter we had previously purchased and connected. We have since filled our tanks twice, and we use our tank water every day, including for drinking water. No illness in the month and a half we have been using it. Needless to say, we are very happy with it. As I mentioned earlier, I have been working on the decks. It goes hand in hand with our chain plate replacement. Also, when we were taking off hardware, we came across bolts and nuts that need replacement and a sail track that really needs backing plates. We are finding that no repair or project is as straightforward as it initially seems. We have had plenty to do during our summer on the hard, and for two people unused to humidity, August was indeed something else. Time is flying as we roll through September, and we will be going to California in early October for Lee's dad's 90th birthday. After that, we hope to splash in late October, provided the deck and chain plates are finished. More on the deck project and the chain plate replacement in our next video. So until then,